The title of my book is called Lick by Kylie Scott. The genre of my book is realistic fiction. My book is basically about this girl and her friend who they go to Vegas for the girl's 21st birthday. Now, in Vegas, on their first night there, she gets drunk and her name's Evelyn. And she wakes up the next morning in a bathroom, majorly hungover, and she does not remember anything that happened the night before. Now, not only does she wake up and not remembering what happened the night before, but also, as soon as she wakes up, there's this beautiful, iconic guy who looks like a rock star. And he's gorgeous, and his name's David. And he remembers everything that happened last night. Well, she still has no clue. And there's a point where she's running her fingers through her hair, and her fingers get stuck in her hair. She pulls her hand away, and she's wearing a wedding ring. Now, she's completely shocked, and he's really insulted because he wanted it to happen the night before, and he remembers how it happened, but she has no clue. So he gets mad, and he leaves, and she's bent on getting a divorce, and basically throughout the book, she decides to give their marriage a shot, and they basically remove themselves from society for a little while to see if they can make things work without the pressure of the press. And that's basically the whole book is about them building their relationship and actually falling in love, and her slowly starting to remember what happened that night in Vegas. Now, the connections that I have made to this book is a text-to-text connection. Well, it's more like a text-to-movie connection. The movie that I'm connecting my book with is What Happens in Vegas, which stars Cameron Diaz and Ashton Kutcher, which is basically the same thing. They go to Vegas, they get smashed, and they wake up the next day married, and basically spend the entirety of the movie falling in love and making their marriage actually work. I like this book because it was humorous and it was sweet, and I'm a sucker for romantic books. And it shows the complications of like a real Hollywood romance, having to deal with the pressure of the press and trying to not have that on your relationship, just trying to have it the two of you without other people getting involved in your relationship. And the warnings I have for this book: if you're not a fan of bad language and you're not a fan of explicit content, then you probably don't want to read the book. I'm just saying it gets a little 50 Shade-ish. Not as much, but Now, the readers who will enjoy this is anybody who loves romance novels. Let's be honest, romance is the best, and this book has a lot of it. Now, I have a passage I would like to read from the beginning of my book, and it is, I woke up in the bathroom floor. Everything hurt. My mouth felt like garbage and tasted worse. What the hell happened last night? The last thing I remembered was the countdown to midnight and the thrill of turning 21. Legal, at last. I'd been dancing with Lauren and talking to some guy. Then bang! Tequila. A whole line of shot glasses with lemon and salt on the side. Everything I'd heard about Vegas was true. Bad things happened here. Terrible things. I just wanted to crawl into a ball and die. Sweet baby Jesus, what had I been thinking to drink so much? I groaned, and even that made my head pound. This pain had not been part of the plan. So, if you find what I just read intriguing, then you should read it. If romance is not your pot of tea, or the book sounded like it would just be awful to you, then don't read it. But I personally enjoyed this book.